Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today our topic is calculating the kinetic energy. So how can we calculate kinetic energy? So this is the diagram. For example, this is a body having a mass m and initial velocity of the body is represented here by u, which is 0. So this is the initial velocity of the body, and the body move if the force is applied on the body, so the body gains final velocity v, and the body has mass. So if a ball of a mass m traveling at a velocity v started at rest, so its initial velocity will be u equal to 0 and gain final velocity will be the v. If the force is acted on the body, so this time the force is acted on the mass and the mass cover a distance. So when with the force the body cover a distance, this time the acceleration is also produced in this body. Why? Because velocity has been changed from initial to final. So acceleration will be here, will be present here. Why? Because acceleration is created when the velocity is changed, and here the force is also involved. If the force cover a distance, if the object cover a distance with the force, with the help of force, now this time the work is also done, because the body has changed from one position to another. If the body changed its position with the force and cover a distance, so the work is done. So work, this time the work will be F equal to S. Now we know that kinetic energy depends on mass and velocity. The kinetic energy of the ball depends on two factors, mass and its velocity. Now we will choose both two equations. First will be F equal to ma Newton second law, and the equation of motion is also involved in the calculation of kinetic energy. So first equation of motion is equal to v square equal to u square, which will be the initial velocity, plus 2as. So this is first equation of motion. So this is the third equation of motion. So the third equation of motion is equal to v square equal to u square plus 2as. We can also write vf square equal to vi square plus 2as. So this is third equation of motion. If the initial velocity of the body is 0, then we will put the value of initial velocity in this equation. Now v square will be v square equal to 0 plus 2as. The equation becomes v square equal to 2as. Why? Because if we will add the 0 to 2as, then the equation will be v square equal to 2as. Now we will find the value of s. From this equation we will divide both sides by 2a. If we divide both sides by 2a, now 2a will cancel with 2a. The equation for the distance will be s equal to v square divided by 2a, because 2a is cancelled with 2a. As we know that work is equal to force cross distance. Why? Because this time work is also done when the object moves some distance by the force. So work equal to force cross distance. Now for the force which is in the formula of work, for this force we will put the value of ma from Newton first equation, Newton second law. Ma for force we will put ma, and we will multiply this ma with s. Y? Because s is in the formula of work. Now the equation will become ma, and in the place of s we will put s equal to v square divided by 2a. Why? Because there here the value of s is v square divided by 2a. Now we will put the value of f as a ma and the value of s as a v square divided by 2a. Now a will cancel with a, and the equation will be w equal to mv square divided by 2. So w equal to, this time as we know that work is always equal to energy. When the work is done, object has energy. So work is equal to kinetic energy, and the kinetic energy is equal to 1 over 2 mv square, or kinetic energy is equal to mv square divided by 2. We can write this equation in this form or in this form. These both are correct. Kinetic energy is equal to work, and work is equal to mv square divided by 2, or work equal to kinetic energy equal to 1 over 2 mv square. Why? Because work is equal to energy. When the work is done, energy will be present in this place. So object of a mass m traveling at v has a kinetic energy equal to 1 over 2 mv square. this equation is also equal to work, but work is equal to kinetic energy, so this equation is also equal to kinetic energy 1 over 2 mv square. It means when object has mass, so the object traveling at velocity has kinetic energy equal to 1 over 2 mv square. So this is about the kinetic energy, calculation of kinetic energy from work formula using Newton law and third equation of motion.